Hello, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir, and you can support me at patreon.com/Sientir or by letting people know about the stuff that I do. I think I actually want to use my other shield. This one. I turned in one of my books, by the way. You may have noticed. It was time. It was time. I don't know why somebody's messaging me. Anyway, so I have, speaking of books, so I want to start doing some of the wherein Kryta stuff, but for that, I need to do stuff in here. So let's go to the Golem tutorial simulation. Stuff is still kind of transformed from Halloween. It's like the main decorations are gone, but so this book is about doing stuff with mocks. So he says, if you're reading this, you have met the parameters to activate mocks. My name is Zinn. I am the foremost golemancer in the world, certainly far more advanced than my former mentor Ula. She's a child compared to my great intellect. Holding me back, she was, told me my ideas were unethical. Pah! I struck out on my own, leaving her only that simpleton Blim to assist her. Until recently, my business thrived. I cultivated an impeccable reputation manufacturing custom golems, and I will not allow some minor difficulties to destroy everything I have built. You see, I am trapped by my own genius, a prisoner to my greatness. In short, I am forced to request the assistance of lesser beings. So that's where this is going to come in. So, yeah. So we can go ahead and, I guess, just read through this manual. The job. That's what started this whole fiasco. My entire business has been built on the backs of eccentric clients, so it never even occurred to me to turn away the stranger when he appeared. He had a most curious request, but again, I was not about to refuse a paying customer, so I obliged the dastardly fellow. He even brought along a custom power crystal to be used in the construction of a golem. This, perhaps, should have raised a red flag, but free parts are free parts, especially when I can still charge full price. But I swear, had I known the extent of the evil to which I was contributing, I would have halted construction immediately, or at least built in more safeguards. As it was, I labored for weeks on end to complete what, in my hubris, I believed was my ultimate masterpiece. But in my hour of greatness, that masterpiece became my downfall. As I set aside my tools and turned to survey my work, the Rock's golem powered up unexpectedly. To my horror, the great beast snatched me up, and the stranger appeared from out of nowhere to inform me that I was now under his control. He left Rocks to watch me as I continued working on 2 other commissioned works, but with certain modifications. In due time, I completed these other 2 golems in the image of Rocks, their true master. However, even with Rocks watching my every move, I was able to outwit the malevolent machine. The great Zinn shall not be slighted without retribution. I prolonged completion while secretly modifying one of my other projects, the Mox Golem. He is now my greatest creation. I was even able to synchronize multiple power crystals for a single purpose. Yes, Mox is the first dual-core golem in existence. Unfortunately, I had to salvage parts from an earlier golem named Gox, including his power crystal. I replaced it with an older, slightly damaged crystal of questionable origins, which has caused some strange behaviors, but that is beside the point. I have no doubt you take great comfort in knowing that the mightiest golem ever created is now in your possession. However, Mox comes with a price. You may keep the golem, but you must complete a small task of grave importance for me. While slaving away for Rox's mysterious master, I was able to discern their sinister plot. Both golems I was forced to assemble have a hidden singular purpose, assassination. And these particular assassinations will surely create chaos in the 3 great kingdoms of Tyria. Within days of arriving at their destinations, hidden directives programmed into the Pox and Nox golems will activate, and they will move to fulfill their missions. Nox will kill his owner, Prince Baka, and then move on to the other princes of Vabi. Pox will make haste to the Imperial Sanctum and do away with Emperor Kisu. In addition, the evil Rox has stolen every spare golem in my lab and marched out toward the Temple of Ages to kill Princess Salma. These things must not happen. My entire reputation depends on it. Thus, I offer you Mox in good faith, expecting you to use him to preserve my reputation and save the great nobles of the world. If, however, owning the single most advanced Asuran golem ever created is not enough of a prize to entice you to do the right thing, I am also prepared to pay you quite handsomely, should you visit me in my secret underground lair upon completion of this task. Bring Mox with you, as he will be able to bypass the security protocols. Of course, I cannot reveal the location of my lair should this gift fall into the wrong hands, so you'll have to strain that pea-sized intellect of yours and discover my location on your own. I include one hint: stop when it hurts. So, the first step of this is completing this tutorial, I guess you could say, on operating Mox. And this is where we get the quest. As you can see, this quest rewards us with 50,000 experience points, a full 10 platinum, 10 sinister, or 10 automaton summoning stones, and 10 sinister automatonics. Automatonics turn you into a golem in like an outpost or whatever. The summoning stones summon a golem to aid you. So, safeness earns reputation. What a noble cause! I'm in. And so that gives you the quests of deactivating rocks, knocks, and pox. So this quest is worth doing because of some lore things that'll happen as a result that are relevant. You can do some standard hero stuff with like these bit golems and things here. I don't really think that there's a whole lot that you need to do in this area. These bit golems will just prevent you from walking through the thing, I guess. I don't know. And it just has like a traditional... So, like... This is a hero tutorial because you might have Mox without having other heroes. So, there's no reason to do more there. Anyway, I'm going to, since I'm here, start with the Temple of the Ages one, I guess. And let's add some heroes. In fact, let's add Miku, which we acquired last time. And I'm gonna throw these warriors on just for a moment to see if any of them would like a tactics rune. Okay, Koss would like a tactics rune. Cool. I don't want all three for obvious reasons, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave Mox in my party. So let's go to Alcora Duncoro. I don't really need that. Let's just grab the Mesmer core, because the Mesmer core is ridiculous and strong and ludicrous and all those sorts of handy dandy terms. I'm gonna be just running whatever the heck this build is. Yeah, you can continue to do this business. That seems fine to me. I don't know about the res sig though. Tactics, Scythe Mastery, and Mysticism. I mean, that's all I really needed in tactic. I'm gonna give him this. Miku, what are you doing? Jagged Strike, Golden Fang Strike. Okay. Strikes, Strike, Wasteful Collapse, Caltrops, Shadow Refuge, and Way of Perfection. Well, this build doesn't make any sense because you have 2 Shadow Arts skills and no spacking in Shadow Arts. She does have her own fancy pants set of daggers, though. So, because I want to use her, I kind of also want to get her some runes. So, bear with me as I do some random nonsense. Brother Mizar, you have a quest for me? What the heck is this quest? Huh. I can get deep freeze that way. Cool. The Temple of the Ages is for the original, like, true gods, and so they stand opposed to the unseen gods of the White Mantle. You haven't really seen the, like, complete prophecy storyline in this because I've not really done it. I might do some of the stuff. I don't know. At some point in time, it would be nice to kind of have a character that I can spin up to do some of that random stuff on, but... okay, let's grab some assassin stuff. Let's just grab a bunch of minor runes. Are any of these... Yeah, this one's so expensive because it's plus 15 armor while attacking, which is generally useful. It's a little bit stronger than the Brawler's Insignia. Like, a lot of the rest of these are... Like, the generally useful ones are just very, very pricey. So... these ones are all kind of, like, a bit better than the ones. Oh. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't usually put Insignia into my heroes, so... okay, so Miku, I kind of want... Well, I'm going to kick these last two to see how I have Anton and Zenmai picked out. Okay, so she's got all of them with, I guess, a Dagger Mastery hat. And he is a Critical Strikes. So I'm probably going to make her Critical Strikes as well. Just because that's a bit more versatile. And then I'm going to kick these two for the Mesmer Core again. Let's go for Daggery Fists. That seems good. I guess I could give her, if I really wanted to, I could give her one of these generic runes. Clarity is probably the best one, which is why it's 2.8k. Yeah. How about not, then? How about not? Okay, let's just leave Guildhall and get her a little bit more of a proper bar, not this, whatever this mess is. Okay, so I'm going to drop that down a little bit and drop that down a little bit, so that way I have some stuff to play with. And I'm actually going to throw Deadly Arts on, I think. So, part of the reason for the Critical Strikes is that gets more energy at that spec. I don't really care for Jagged Strike, to be honest. I kind of want Vampiric Assault. And then good old Wild Strike, Golden Fox Strike. Let's see. That seems nice. What are some of the... Let's see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let's see. Shadow Prison. You know what? Let's go with Shadow Prison. And then critical defenses, because those are really good. And this, because useful. Yeah, okay. I'm going to call this probably good for the moment. Moves 30% slower. That's actually pretty strong in certain circumstances. Okay. So the way to do this one is to talk to Salma and deactivating rocks. So, Carmen Angeles, isn't it uncanny how champions always seem to appear in my hour of need? Scouts have brought word of an unnatural army of constructs, metal given life by magic, headed this way. They say the creatures destroy everything in their path. There's still time to organize our defenses here, but not much. I know with your help we shall survive this. Will you lend us your aid? What can be made can be unmade. Onward to battle. Hopefully this goes okay. Let's see. Balthazar for strength. Balthazar for strength. Strength for power. Let's see. Yeah, attack faster. What does strength? Ah, okay. Strength. And strength. Hi, do you... Okay, you don't go pray anywhere. There's still a Shunlai chest that hangs out over there for whatever reason. This feels like... Yeah, whenever you hit with an attack, you steal 7 health from that foe. That feels pretty good. Okay, so hopefully this team works well enough. As we wait for the timer. Well, I might as well apply this. Keep in mind, I'm using my Imperial Dragon Spear that I acquired from Winds of Change. Hi. Ooh, a purple dye. That's nice. So a lot of these initial ones aren't going to be too big of an issue. Although we do need to do something about the golems up here. Obviously, because they're causing problems. Yeah, knocked that guy down. Huh. Apparently these golems are full of dye. That's interesting. Don't know why, but there we are. I definitely want my enchantment back up. No, well that doesn't do anything right now because it's not moving. Blinded, I suppose. I would prefer not to have weakness on me. Thank you for removing that. Yeah, you can see knocking them down with slippery ground, which is quite nice. Are they using Fear Me or something? I just suddenly had lost a bunch of, or lost some energy, so it kind of made me wonder. So the most part, this quest is going to be a lot of fighting golems. As you might have picked up on. Seeing as we're fighting a lot of golems. Yeah. However, before too long, our target will arrive, and then we can take him on. I'm hoping. This actually is fairly good. Oh, okay. These guys are over here. Please not be fighting the priests, thanks. Clean redstone, Kryta Herald. Cool. I bought a ton of elementalist skills in the interim, by the way, and I'm probably going to want to capture some elementalist elite skills at some point. So expect that to happen at some point in time. Okay. Okay, you guys can spawn over here, I guess. That's permissible. Oh my goodness, how many waves are there? I've forgotten. I've done this before, not terribly long ago, but... clearly forgotten just how many waves there were. Probably not bringing a certain scan to the next thing, though. It doesn't... Oh, there we are. Targeting. Target acquired. Identity. Salma directive. Terminate. Rocks is, I don't know, just a pile of bulk or whatever. What does this do? Yeah, I cannot miss-target foe. And killing a foe hex with it has good benefits for me. I mean, mostly I just want to lay the damage in on this guy. This is part of why I went with Grenth, by the way. Just to get some additional DPS in on this guy, because I know these guys are ridiculously bulky. So, Rox appears fully deactivated. You reach out and open up his control panel. Inside lies the Golem's power crystal. It emits a strange buzzing sound and vibrates erratically, almost as if something is trying to escape. This is the object Zinn requires. You only need to reach out and take it. And we do. Victory! Zzz. I'll be on my way. So that's all you need to do for that. I mean, I say all you need to do, but really is fighting in a lot of guys there. So that's the first one. I'm gonna salvage this. Oh, apparently I'm gonna salvage that too. Let's do it. Let's do it. Salvage things. Okay, so the next spot that I'm going to need to go to is, in fact, oh, I love that music. Fantastic music. Ooh. Flies of purple and whites. Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing with that. What sort of shield handles do I have available? Actually, I'll need to see what comes built into it, too. Okay, I have a plus 30 fortitude. So, that shield itself is actually really good stats. So sorry, I'm just kind of looking through and trying to think about field stuff and what I might want to do. I think these things are free right now, so I'm not doing them right away. Okay, so the next quest is let's do that one. Deactivating Nox. This one's a bit annoying, but whatever. Oh, okay. I need to make a decision. Is it better to travel this way or... Oh, of course this puts me near the Canthan travel instead of some convenience like the Elonian travel all the way friggin' up there. I like the idea of Embark Beach. The execution leaves something to be desired, in my personal opinion. Something to be desired. Okay, I'm actually gonna... I like Slippery Ground in general, but I think it's probably... sure, whatever. Just take me somewhere over here. This way. For the most part, I think this team's probably mostly fine, but actually, okay, let's find list of elementalist elite skills. Elite elementalist skills. Okay, so the order was a little bit wrong in how I thought that would work, but whatever. Ride the Lightning is actually really interesting. I think I would use it as an assassin, but not as, yeah. Wow, there aren't very many Earth Magic elites compared to some of the others. That's interesting. Let's see. Deals cold damage and slows foes by has foes near you and target ally. Faster. Oh, Hexal Thought. Mind Freeze is not great. Icy Shackles is not exciting. Mist Form is. Shatterstone is. Ward Against Harm is. And Water Trident is. I kind of want to pick up. I don't want. Do I want Second Wind? I don't really know that I do. And Glyph of Renewal I definitely don't want. Okay. This is probably the preferable way. Get Mist Form. Ward Against Harm is... Oh, there's a couple of spots in... Okay, so... Let's guess. Yeah, okay. Water Trident is available in a lot of different spots. And Shatterstone is from factions. So it looks like if I want to get some water magic elites, sort of the best place is actually in a different spot. So let's actually go ahead and end this particular episode by going and grabbing something in that regard. Mist Form is probably questionable. Actually, now that I think about it, but because Mist Form, what it does as an elite is for a while you take less damage from foes that are under the effects of water magic hexes. Whenever you cast an elemental spell, all non-spirit allies in the area get healed based upon the energy of that spell, but I don't know how likely I am to do that, so it's probably not amazing. Shatterstone is okay. It does damage, and then when it ends, all nearby foes are struck for some additional cold damage. Ward Against Harm has some merit, but is annoying. I think going after Water Trident makes the most sense. So there's a spot that's reasonable for that in Eye of the North area. So what I'm going to do actually is rather than do this right now, we'll probably continue this next time, but I'm going to go and grab a water magic hex from over in here. So I think that's how I'm going to conclude things for today. Or actually, if I want slippery ground. I know I've been kind of just saying that in general. Just put Maelstrom on my bar for no freaking reason other than I hate my energy pool. That sounds like a good enough reason, right? Hey, Lieutenant Thackeray. So he says, after being away from the Eye of the North for so long, it feels good to be home. Things are, for the most part, as we left them. One thing troubles me, though. Gwen secluded herself inside the Hall of Monuments, continually staring into the scrying pool as if waiting for some response from beyond. It'd mean a lot to me if you could spare a moment to check on her and make sure she's doing all right. All the time spent alone isn't healthy. We're going to want to do this as well, but that's not our main concern. Our main concern is going to be doing some deactivations, but I'm going to pick up that quest because we're going to want that at some point. Let's go ahead and talk to Og over here. As Mox speeds us on our way. Okay, I've already gotten the thing from the past, so... Let's see, the wiki path kind of just has us going up this way and around, so I'm going to try that and see how it goes. You have a Maelstrom. The thing that's good about Maelstrom is it's an interrupt. The thing that's bad about it is it consumes, like, the majority of my energy pool in one use, but, you know, whatever. What happens when you try to be an elementalist as a friggin' paragon? No big deal. I feel like I'm eventually just going to be capturing, like, most elite skills on this character, though, for no particular reason other than I'm playing her a lot. We'll see how that ends up. Hey, there's a polar bear. I could have a pet polar bear if I wanted to. I don't know that I want to. I could. And for some reason they killed the polar bear, so there's that. There we go. Yep, got my signet of capture. I have a bunch of signets of capture. I bought a lot of signets of capture, as you can see. I also ran myself out of skill points, so there's that. The dangers of trying to get all the skills in the game without... there's Elsnul Frigid Heart. That's the boss that I need. Without... I don't think I've ever really seen this area before. This area is pretty cool, actually. Anyway, as I was saying before, I distracted myself 3 times in a row. I have the dangers of trying to buy a bunch of skills without farming for Legendary Survivor first. Legendary Survivor is a pain in the butt to farm for, though. Let me tell you. There, enjoy my interrupting skill. Yes! I would like your water trident, please. I think there were going to be more water magic stuff I might have picked up, but... Anyway, I think that's kind of what today's episode is going to be about. So, I'm just going to say hi to this particular Norn. And I'm going to end the episode here. So, ooh, isn't it dark? Until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.